Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Looks like the NCR is off to do something. We went and got our spacesuit last time so that we could walk through here with a little bit less radiation. And so we'll put that bad boy on. Oops. I don't remember getting that. And we will go. We're just trying to get to the far side of this town, but it's supposed to be irradiated. And there it is. And have a bunch of rules in it. So ready for that. Are knifing me. Yeah, we probably should take some Rad-X, huh? I didn't have any. Of course I don't. Okay, well that's okay. Really, where was it? Back there? Okay. We leveled up. Technically, I think Eddie leveled us up, but whatever. Repair, survival. I don't use survival a whole lot. Speech, always use speech. 65. Guns. Speech and guns are big. Lockpick, science are pretty big too. That one. We'll do 3. We'll do guns, I guess. Alright. Now, let's keep going. Eddie. No. Okay, got him. How come he didn't have any dog tags or anything? Our whole goal is actually to get to Cottonwood Cove here. So we might go back to Camp Searchlight at some point, but as I said, we're just here for Searchlight. And here we are. I mean, not Searchlight, Cottonwood Cove. I think this has got to be it. I mean, let's see, go to the map, see where this is. So yeah, we'll go down this road. That road must lead somewhere else to this little town, which I would assume is, if that's where Caesar's Legion is, it's gonna be in this area here. And here we go with the crucifixes.
Hey.
Great cons.
Please, help me.
Who did this to you?
Legion caught me. Said this was the penalty for drug runners. Please, Let me down.
You were smuggling drugs?
Please. For the love of God, let me down.
I don't know how to. Do we...
No, please. Don't leave.
Can we let him down? We don't seem to be able to let him down. Can I, hey, can I... No. There's no option to let this guy down. Okay, buddy, well, we'll leave him be, I guess, for now, since there's no option to, untie him, and we'll keep going. How about this person? This person appears to be near death. To remove them from the cross would kill them. Looks like a rough time. Whoa!
Halt! What business have you in Cottonwood Cove, outsider?
I was invited.
You wear the mark of Caesar. You must be who Cursor Lucullus is waiting for. You may continue, but be warned. Mark or no, we will not tolerate aggressive action by visitors in the camp.
Okay. Hello.
Awe. True to Caesar.
Yes, hail.
Awe. Are you ready to head upriver?
So, there's something that I noticed. You see this hole in his shirt? If you notice, his arm is just cut off. There's no arm there. Your arms are only from here down. Alright, who are you?
I am Cursor Lucullus, and my orders are to escort you to the Legion's camp at Fortification Hill. Are you ready to go?
What will happen at the fort?
You'll be meeting face to face with the mighty Caesar himself, founder of the Legion, conqueror of 86 tribes. To my knowledge, this is the first time Caesar has ever summoned one of the dissolute to see him. Not even tribal chieftains receive this honor.
Who are you calling dissolute?
All who are not Legion are dissolute. They live in squalor, unrestrained by morality, lacking moderation, temper, and self-control. Their very existence is a blight on the common good. Even worse are the profligates, the subtype of dissolute one finds this side of the river. They hold themselves to be civilized, when in fact they are corrupt and self-interested. The truth will be made clear to them soon enough.
And what have I done to deserve this honor?
You'd know better than I would, but you must be remarkable for Caesar to take such an interest.
Alright, well, I'm ready to travel.
The trip will take a few hours. Take your place on the boat. By order of Caesar, all visitors must disarm and relinquish all banned items. This order also extends to the platinum chip you carry. For now.
Wait, what is considered a banned item?
Alcohol and all chems, including stims and other addictive items.
I have to bring them along. What? I have to bring them along? That's weird. I think it means I have to bring them along. I have a congenital heart defect.
I know not why Caesar would wish to speak with such a physically inferior whelp, but I will allow this one exception. You may bear Caesar's mark, but do not attempt to share any of your medicine with anyone in the fort.
Why can't I just continue on?
Caesar strictly forbids the use of chems and alcohol. By his order, all visitors must also relinquish their arms upon entry. If you come in peace, then there is no reason to not disarm. You will not be harmed unless Caesar wills it.
Yeah, well, he could do that at any time, so, you know. Anyways, alright.
Your belongings will be returned to you when you leave. Awe.
Oh, he's here still.
Caesar awaits you in his tent. You have license to find your own way. I'll wait here to ferry you back to the western shore when your visit has concluded.
Okay, here we go.
Awe. True to Caesar.
Dale.
So you're the visitor I've heard some of the legionaries talking about. If you're in the mood to trade, just say the word.
Have you ever met Caesar?
I haven't had the pleasure. I have crossed paths with Legate Lanius, his second in command, however. It was unpleasant.
Well, tell me about it.
He's the best the Legion has to offer. Or so the legionaries say. Brute of a man, wears a fancy metal mask in a battle. He killed one of my pack Brahmins simply because it was in his way. I knew better than to complain about it, though.
That's crap. I'd like to know more about you.
Shoot.
Are you part of the Legion?
No, sir. I'm an independent trader from Arizona.
Is it dangerous to trade with the Legion?
Not at all. They're my best customers. As long as you don't try to sell them chems or alcohol, they treat you fair. Hell, I don't even need to travel with guards most of the time in Legion territory. All the bandits are dead or run off.
I guess that is a nice thing. Still, how they got there is not the greatest. Do you ever trade with the NCR?
Between having to hire protection and getting slapped with taxes, it's more profitable to stick to Arizona and New Mexico. But I do cross the river from time to time when an opportunity comes along.
Alright, well, how about something else to talk about?
Alright.
What do you got for sale?
Have a look.
Alright, let's see what he got. Oh, he's got a 44 revolver scope. Stacked magazines. 12.7 suppressor. Too bad we don't have any of that. Ace of diamonds. He has a lot of stuff from the other side that he probably shouldn't have. A maple stock. Joker. Tops. Katana. Authentic blade. Purified water. That's always good to have. Varmint rifle. Okay, so he didn't have too much stuff that we would care too much about. Let's see.
I'll grab my...
I probably shouldn't even be wearing this. I will repair it. Okay, bye.
Be seeing you around.
Maybe. Depends on if Caesar kills me or not. Hello. I've been summoned. Oh, I forgot I'm in my spacesuit. Yeah, awesome. Okay, hold on while I put my stuff back on. There we go. What's this lady hauling stuff for? Uh-oh, she's got the red X.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Slave, okay, yep.
Hi, how are you today?
Excuse me.
I don't know. Don't bother me. I'm
Obvious.
training to become a full legionary.
Cool. Good job, kid. Keep it up.
The new slave girls are quite beautiful.
Wow. This guy's... yeah. I don't think that I would fit in well here.
What the fuck was that? I've seen crippled slaves move fast.
The camps are getting crowded.
What the fuck was that? I've seen crippled slaves move faster.
Get down them stairs, boy.
I'm harsh on the children, but they'll be excellent legionaries. I'm quite proud of them.
Teach them how to run up and down stairs, I see. Stairs are important. I guess. They all sleep in tents anyways. I guess it's one of those things. It's like a cult almost, you know, like, okay, give up all your worldly possessions. And I'm sure that Caesar's up there enjoying, you know, grapes and fine fine wines and, well, pleasurable company.
Hold your tongue, wastrel.
Okay.
If you're injured, I might have healing powder to spare.
Well, I had some questions about you, actually.
What do you want to know?
Where are you from?
A small town in New Mexico. The Legion burned it a few years back. That's how I ended up here.
Nice. Okay. How long have you been a slave to these guys?
3 years and counting. If I could just get across the river, I'd be free. Not that I'd try it. I've seen what happens when you get caught.
Yeah, I think I did too. How are women treated around here?
We're property. If you're too young or too old, the men usually leave you alone. Usually.
That sounds terrible. Let's go ahead and talk about something else.
Alright.
Alright, about the effectiveness of your healing powder. Are you a doctor?
I never finished my training. The Legion saw to that when they overran my town. I do know basic first aid, but I've had to rely on tribal remedies to treat illnesses and injuries. Healing powders and all that. I'm always running low on Xander root. Plenty of Brock flowers, though.
Well, if you're using 1 Brock flower per Xander root, or you are using 1 Brock flower per Xander root, right?
Oh, I've been using 2 roots per flower. Thanks to you, I'll be able to create twice as much healing powder per day.
Guess I probably, shouldn't have done that, but I guess for the time being, it's fine. Do you have anything for sale?
For sale? I'm a slave, not a merchant. I could give you some healing powder every day, but you'd have to be a friend of the Legion.
I'd like some healing powder.
I can only do that if you're a friend of the Legion. I don't want to get crucified.
Yeah, you're right. I don't want to get you crucified. About the effectiveness of your healing powder.
What about it? Do you have some advice?
No. I did, but I gave it to you already.
Was there some...
What do you know about Legate Lanius?
The legate is not a man to be crossed, especially if you're a woman. That's all I'll talk about it.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, this place sucks. There's only, I don't know. It's like there are good things about it or whatever, but I think that the bads outweigh the goods.
Some of the slaves have been spreading stories about the burned man again. I know your kind. You die easily enough.
Wow. And they are, they are pretty tough, these guys. How about you? What's up?
You here to fight in the arena?
I am not.
Then you're talking to the right man.
What can you tell me about the Legate?
A great warrior. When he was but a recruit, I watched him kill 10 men in the arena with his bare hands. He doesn't feel pain, and he never ever shows mercy. If all legionaries were like him, the Legion would be invincible.
Well, what do you know about the Burned Man?
It's not something we like to speak of. The Burned Man was our greatest warrior, even greater than Legate Lanius. But he failed Caesar at the dam. He's been dead for several years now. But the rumor is that Caesar has scouts out looking for him all the same. The Burned Man was a very tough man.
He's like, we don't like to talk about him, but I got some gossip for you. There's that hole in the shirt again. Okay, tell me more about the arena.
Such as?
What are the rules?
Light armor and machetes only. The challenger, the one who asks to enter the arena, may be pitted against 1 or more opponents. All matches continue until one side is dead. No exceptions.
Well, what do you do?
I set up the fights, keep track of prisoners available, and make sure the arena's cleaned up.
Who does the fighting?
Most of the time, it's some young legionary trying to make a name for himself, hoping to get noticed by Caesar or the Praetorians. We pit slaves or prisoners against each other once in a while, but it's not much of a show. They're usually too reluctant to kill each other.
That's enough about the arena. It sounds terrible.
Like what?
Sorry. Okay. I will fight in the arena. Let's say goodbye for now.
Go.
Because I'm going to save. Then we're going to fight in the arena.
What do you need from me? That can be arranged. You will be facing off against a couple of disobedient slaves. Not much of a challenge, but it might be entertaining to watch. Remember the rules. Light armor and machetes only. And, of course, to the death. Good luck.
Aha! You like that? Come on! I don't want to die! I don't want to die! Ah! Help! Had enough?
I really wanted to see if we get some sort of reputation or something from this. Oh my goodness, they took all the keys and everything. Is it just gonna go through everything? Is there even a way up to him?
Awe. True to Kaisar.
To be honest, the two slaves that we've just murdered, I think that they got a better outcome than staying here in this garbage hole. Machete removed, gladiator armor removed, and we didn't get crap from it anyways.
You must enter Kaisar's tent alone. Anyone else must remain outside.
Well, technically this is a robot, so he can come inside, right?
You must enter Kaisar's...
Thank you, yes.
You must enter
Okay,
Kaisar...
so I have to tell him to wait? Are you serious? Hello, Bobby.
Awe, true to Kaisar.
Yes, yes,
Awe.
hello.
The camps are getting crowded.
Who are you? Lucius. Oh, Volpes.
Kaisar awaits you. We can talk afterwards.
Okay,
Hold your tongue, wastrel.
fine, whatever. You're my friend.
Some of the slaves have been spreading stories about the burned man again.
Kaisar awaits. You can speak with me later.
Very well. Kaisar.
So I finally get to meet the courier who's accomplished so much in so little time. That's why I summoned you here, right? I mean, a man nearly kills you, and your response is to track him across the breadth of the Mojave? You arrive on the strip and waltz into the Lucky 38 like someone left you a key under the doormat? You assassinate the head of the chairman in his own casino and get away with it? When you set your mind to something, you get results. I like that. The question is, are you ready to get started?
How may I serve you? Your legion, Caesar. What are you looking to start? Just give me back the chip. I'll be on my way. How do you know so much about me?
I have eyes and ears everywhere. It behooves me not to invade the West blind and deaf. It hasn't been hard to track your progress. It's not as though you've been keeping a low profile. The time is fast approaching when my legion will assault the Great Dam and invade the West. Before that happens, I want Mr. House knocked out of the game. A quick 1-2 punch, with you doing the punching.
Well, what do I have to do?
Down the hill, at the west edge of camp, is an old building. It was here when the fort was taken in 2277. Inside the building is a hatch. And inside that hatch are 2 steel doors that bear the sigil of the Lucky 38 casino. Now that same sigil is on the platinum chip you were carrying. Isn't that interesting? Even more interesting, there's a slot about the same size as the chip on the console that opens the hatch. So you know what I think? I think the platinum chip opens those doors. Doors that can't be pried open, or drilled open, or blasted open. Because all that, I tried.
What's on the other side of the doors?
I don't know, and I don't like not knowing. I know Mr. House built it. I'm thinking it's probably some kind of weapon that he can't activate from a distance.
Can't your legionaries take care of this?
Yes, but then I'd have to kill them. You don't get it, do you? The weapons I wield are forged from blood, flesh, sinew, bone. Mortal stuff. Fragile, even. And yet my legion obeys me even unto death. Why? Because they live to serve the greater good, and they know of no alternatives. House's machines, his technologies. What do they propose? The possibility of victory without sacrifice. No blood spilled, just rivets. That's not an idea to be put in circulation. If mankind's going to survive this moment in history, it needs warriors, not gadgets.
Okay, well, once I'm inside, what should I be doing?
I want you to destroy whatever you find in there. And then I want you to come back here and tell me about it. So go to the building and take this fucking platinum chip with you. My legionaries will meet you there, with your weapons and equipment. Goodbye. Come back when you've destroyed whatever you find down in that bunker.
I suspect you'll be a valuable asset to the Legion. Assuming you're really on our side, of course.
Well, nobody said anything about that. Was there something you needed me to do?
There's a gambler, Martina Grosbeck, who has a knack for learning other people's secrets and passing that information along, for a price. The Omertas, who run Gomorrah, have become suspicious of Martina's frequent visits to their casino. Soon they'll pay her a visit of their own.
What do you want me to do?
Good. Martina frequents the Vault 21 gift shop on the Strip. Hurry along, and she still may be in one piece by the time you get there.
Okay. How about you, buddy?
It is a great honor for anyone outside the Legion to get an audience with Kaisar.
Okay. Is there anything you needed me to do?
We recently obtained an artillery weapon, but we don't have the part or the skill to fix it.
Where did you get that?
The trader Dale Barton salvaged it from a military base in Arizona. Yuma, I believe.
Oh, okay. Well, what do you need the artillery for?
The best marksmen of the NCR are usually at the rear of any battle. The gun will allow us to strike at them.
Okay. Well, I'll see what I can do.
The tribe calling themselves the Boomers is obsessed with such weapons, I've been told. You could probably find a spare firing mechanism there.
Everybody wants to go there. Is there anything you can tell me about the Legate?
He's the best warrior in the Legion. A full legionary by the time he was 12, he's never lost a battle. Had the Legate been in command during the Battle of Hoover Dam, the Legion would have won. I have no doubt about that.
Are you the Legion's second in command?
No. Legate Lanius is Kaisar's second. The Legate replaced the Burned Man after the Legion's defeat at the dam several years ago.
Tell me about the Burned Man, since you brought it up.
The Burned Man was Kaisar's advisor and general when the Legion was originally formed. The Burned Man led us to a disastrous defeat at the dam. On Kaisar's orders, the Burned Man was covered in pitch by the Praetorian Guard, lit on fire, and cast into the Grand Canyon. Kaisar has forbidden us from ever speaking his true name again. And so we simply refer to him as the Burned Man.
Okay, well, I've noticed that you don't carry a gun.
It's a tradition in the Praetorians to specialize in unarmed combat, because weapons can break or jam when needed most. However, our unarmed techniques favor offense over defense. We can charge the enemy and flatten him with our first strike before he can react.
Well, I had some general questions for you.
I'll answer if I can.
How did you end up joining the Legion?
When I was a boy, the Legion conquered my tribe. I was chosen for training as a legionary. I fought in many battles for the Legion. Eventually, Caesar chose me to lead his Praetorian Guard. It was a great honor.
I think you've been brainwashed. What happened to the rest of your tribe? Killed, I would assume.
The girls and women were enslaved, and many of the men and boys were also chosen to become legionaries. The rest were killed.
There it is. You don't hate the Legion or anything like that for what they did to your tribe?
We were savages. The Legion raised us up, made us better than what we were.
I mean, I can't, I can agree to that to a point, but only to a point. Alright, well, I had some other questions.
What did you want to talk about?
Oh, I guess I don't.
Very well.
Okay, yeah, that's weird. I thought it would give me back to this one, but what do you think about the NCR?
The NCR Rangers are the biggest threat. Without them, the NCR is nothing.
I've noticed legionaries prefer using machetes as weapons.
Caesar has taught us that over-reliance on firearms can only weaken us in the long run. It's why we train heavily with our blades and our fists. Unlike an NCR trooper, a legionary is always ready to fight, regardless of the circumstance he finds himself in.
Well, how did the NCR defeat the Legion at Hoover Dam before?
We had the numbers, but not the tactics. I know. I was there at Boulder City when we were defeated. We relied too much on veteran legionaries for direction and leadership, and the Rangers exploited our weakness by killing our best from afar.
Yep. Okay.
Very well.
And then we can do it again, because
I'll answer if I can.
I saw a third option. Alright, there are a lot of tents here.
And just about every one of them is occupied. Not all at the same time, usually. Groups of legionaries come and go all the time. This is also only one camp of many. You might have noticed the other camps down by the river.
Yeah, I guess a little bit. Alright. I don't have any more questions. Nope, can't do that one. Let's see what he says.
I've watched you move, and I can tell you simply don't have the skill to learn the technique.
Yeah, you're right. So I had something else. I don't have anything else. And goodbye.
What?
Quale. I need to talk to you again, dude.
Was there more for us to discuss?
There was. You're my friend now, because we met when you murdered those people. What can you tell me about the Legate?
To call Aeneas ferocious would be an understatement. In battle, he seizes the enemy in his jaws and will not let go. He thinks nothing of suffering losses, so long as the enemy suffers more. Though unsubtle, he is not dim. He detects traps and sets his own. Be glad you will not have to face his judgment. If you are true to Caesar.
Well, tell me about, the Burned Man.
Ah, yes. We are forbidden from speaking his true name. He was a shaman of some kind before he met Caesar, a holy man from out of the Utah. The Burned Man proved dangerous, unpredictable, and impossible to kill. He helped Caesar form the Legion, but almost led it to destruction.
Wow, that's amazing.
Wale.
Awe.
We'll talk again when you've destroyed whatever is down in that bunker. Not before.
Very well.
Degenerates like you belong on a
Hold your
cross.
tongue, wastrel.
My gosh, I hate these guys.
The new slave girl.
Everything that they have to say is the worst. Who are you? Nobody. Anthony, what's up?
Outsiders are a rare sight at the fort. Step carefully around here and you might just leave alive. I'm Anthony, Master of the Hounds.
Well, that's a nice dog.
Lupa? Yes, she's the mother of a lot of our best dogs. She's getting old, but she's still a tough old bitch. Aren't you, girl? Yeah.
Okay. What can you tell me about Legate Lanius?
It took years for Caesar to conquer Lanius' tribe, and Caesar showed mercy to the survivors, allowing them to join the Legion. Had the positions been reversed, Caesar would be dead. Lanius is called the Monster of the East because he never, ever shows mercy.
Oh. Okay. Alright. What do you know about the Burned Man?
He's a story to frighten the younger legionaries. He's dead. No man, no matter how tough, could survive a fall into the Grand Canyon.
Okay, well, I had something else. Maybe.
Yeah?
Where does the Legion get its dogs?
We breed them mostly, but sometimes we get some good ones from Denver. That whole city is overrun with them.
And then you train these dogs?
Been doing it since I was a boy. The mongrels know to listen up when I start talking to them.
Okay, you're the worst.
Okay. Yeah.
Alright, well, what about you?
I've been around dogs all my life. They're my life. Always were. All the way back when I was a tribal. One of the hangdogs outside Denver. Dogs roamed that city. Our tribe made peace with them. Thought they were our spirit animals. Helped us hunt. Provided for us in some lean times. Then the Legion came. Good thing, too. Stronger now. Don't need those beliefs anymore.
How did you end up joining the Legion? And I don't know if I even want to ask.
When the Legion showed up, we fought. Most tribes did. Hangdogs hung out longer than most. Broke us by throwing our dogs on the fire. So we gave up. Our elders couldn't bear the idea of our spirit animals burning in the afterlife. Caesar was impressed enough to conscript us. Use our skills with dogs to join the Legion as hound masters. Later.
I feel like... Yeah, I don't know. How do you even make, like, a place to live? This is their artillery. Is it aimed at the dam? Oh, yeah, dam is literally right there. Hey, you, with the hat.
Our way. Move along. Our way.
Okay. What do we got down here? Oh, more guys. What are you guys doing? Stop it.
Move along.
Move along, yep.
True to Caesar.
Yeah, sure.
Degenerates
Ow.
like you belong on a cross.
That guy hit me. Okay, a bunch of tents, nothing crazy down here. Somebody else to talk to? Oh yeah, I guess we could go and do that. What's my data? Quests, please. Render unto... Demolish the bunker. I don't want to do that. They said we could just leave. Get a replacement fire mechanism. No. Return to Yes Man. Kill or disable Mr. House. Convince the boomers. Okay. So, I think what we will do is leave. And we'll probably end the episode here. Well, soon. Just because we've done a lot of talking to Caesar, Caesar, whatever. But we'll go back and complete some of these other quests. And we'll kind of...
Awe. True to Caesar.
We'll kind of just leave this here. At this little standstill that we got going on.
I'm harsh on the children, but they'll be excellent legionaries. I'm quite proud of them.
You guys are all done finally?
Don't bother me. I'm training to become a full legionary.
Let me fight.
I would suspect that the training that they have is much harsher than running up and down stairs. They're probably beaten or whatever and told that wasn't that guy waiting for us?
The camps are getting crowded.
What is this? It's like a trench. Do we actually have to go in there now? Is that our only option? Oh my goodness. Okay, and nothing. So that was just a complete waste of time. Okay, well, I guess we'll go into the bunker. But I gotta get Eddie back too. Wade. And our H2O does not go down. Whatever. I figured that's what I'd bring. Purified water. We have some rads. We got some H2O problems. I'm sure we'll have some food problems soon because I didn't take anything. But I figured that drinking Nuka-Cola would hopefully get us back at least a little bit of H2O, and it does not. Okay, well, since now we're stuck and we have to do this quest, we'll rush back over there. So, you know, here we go.
Some of the slaves have been spreading stories about the burn.
Okay, and we're back.
None may enter without Caesar's permission.
Yeah, we have that, so we're going in.
Caesar has permitted your weapons to be returned to you while you serve him.
All right.
Caesar has put a lot of trust in you. Be worth it.
Yeah, very well. I need to actually leave because I forgot about Eddie, so...
Caesar has forbidden you to leave until you've carried out his will in the great underground vault.
Whoa, wait, come on. But I need more time.
Very well. I must confiscate your weapons.
Okay, that's fine, Here.
Speak to me when you are ready, and I'll have your weapons returned.
Yeah, okay, perfect. Sorry, this is a big thing. My bad, guys. They're probably frustrated, these guys. Okay, I'm back. Hi.
Are you ready to proceed into the underground vault?
Yeah, if it's my only way out of here. Yes, return what you took from me.
Done.
Some of the slaves have been spreading stories about the burned man again.
It's just a broken terminal, so it doesn't really say much. Gives us an error. How about this one? Same thing. Okay, so there's nothing. This thing? Okay, it must be. The console hums quietly, powered by some unknown source. There is a round slot on the console, about the size of a large poker chip. Insert the platinum chip. Do I get it back? Gosh, they can just clean out everything, don't they? Alright, let's go. Eddie. Alright. Oh, great. It's radiation down here. Find Mr. House's hidden bunker buried beneath. Explore the bunker. It wouldn't let me out, so I have to do this. Hey, there he is. Hi?
Well, you're here ahead of schedule. I suppose it's just as well. This is where I wanted you to end up after all. I knew I could rely on Caesar to give you back the platinum chip.
Well, what makes you think Caesar gave me the chip? No, he already knows, but we'll ask him anyways.
That you were searched very thoroughly when you arrived at the fort is a certainty. And as the chip is a little too large to be secreted away, I also regard it a certainty that the chip was discovered, taken from you, and given to Caesar, who returned it to you. 2 + 2 = 4, Caesar wants you to destroy whatever you find in this bunker. But that's not going to happen, because you're going to work for me.
Okay, what do you want? Actually, what is this place?
It's a facility I built many years before you were born. You might think of it as a kind of barracks. You'll understand soon enough.
Alright, well, like you said, Caesar wants me to kind of blow this place up or something.
Was that meant to be a shocking revelation? Of course Caesar wants it destroyed. He's afraid of what the bunker might hold, and rightly so. But you're not going to do that. You're going to do the smart thing, and work for me.
Okay, alright. Could use a raise, that'd be nice. Alright, well, maybe I should destroy everything. What do you want me to do?
The platinum chip is a data storage device. I need you to manually upload the data from the chip to the facility's primary computer. There's a terminal at the other end of this facility. There's a complication. While I can broadcast to this screen, I can't control any of the facility's systems. That means I can't deactivate its security bots, most of which appear to be active according to the status board I'm looking at.
Alright, well, what will you do with your Securitrons?
My army will do what an army does best. Defend territory from invaders, and maintain order.
Oh, wow, cool. What was that you said about the security system? Alright, I'll upload.
Good. I won't hold you up any longer.
Oh, and look at that, he opened the door. Turret status, protection status, sentry bot status. Standby, active. Power, radiation leak detected, we knew that. Maintenance bot dispatched, great. Power surge detected, that was 2279. Must have been. I don't know, yeah. 112279, maintenance bot. Non-responsive. Moving to security alert 1. Protectrons activated. Turrets activated. Sentry bots on standby. Okay, great.
Commencing lawful use of deadly force.
Nope, do not let, no. Weapons, please. Maria? No. I guess we're using this.
Will not be tolerated.
hit, bro. This stuff must burn pretty darn hot if you can melt one of those guys. Radiation. Come! Oh, great. Sentry bot. No. And I can't get into any of these because I did not upgrade all my stuff. So it looks like we're having a fight on our hands. This junction box could be rewired to override the security door's controls, disconnecting it from the automated security system and opening the door. Repair greater than 60. Great. Nice, good shot. Something. What in the world are you shooting, dude? Oh boy. And this side? Oh my goodness. Just dormant, waiting here. Yeah, what were you shooting at? Okay. Eddie. Well, we might as well.
Unable to.
Sorry, I didn't hear that.
Engagement with multiple items in progress. Please take cover until the danger has been eliminated.
Thanks, buddy. So many bad guys everywhere. This might have been the maintenance robot. Did he get shocked or something? Nothing in these rooms, it seems like, just there.
This is now a free
Some
fire.
sort of power room. Yeah, there's some sort of electric room. Ugh, great, more guys. The door is permanently jammed, cutting off access to other sections of the vault. Does that mean this? Insert the platinum chip, install Mark II upgrade software. Wildcard you and what army the quest is complete. Hope I didn't fail anything. We're going here. we never coming back down here?
Your work here is done. Return to the Lucky 38 so we can discuss next steps. You have a very bright future ahead of you. Thanks to your actions today, so does the rest of mankind.
I like how he had no, like, he didn't protect this place at all.
You've carried out Caesar's will, but I must confiscate your equipment again.
How do you even know that? Here.
You're free to leave.
Yeah. And then I'm sure he's gonna be like, we need you to do something else. In that voice that he has. Radiation's high.
You must enter Caesar's tent.
Oh, that's right. For some reason we have to do this, so we can forget about it later.
Awe. True to
Yeah,
Caesar.
yeah. Hail Caesar. Hi.
I felt the ground shake a while ago. I'll take that as a sign you've got the job done.
Oh, yeah.
Let's press on, shall we? As I was telling you before, I want Mr. House out of the picture. You have an interest in his death, too. If he knows that you destroyed his gadgets beneath the fort, he will strike back. You know where to find him. How he dies, I leave up to you.
Yeah, well, you know, I have some questions for you. What is that machine in your tent?
It's called an autodoc. As the name suggests, it's an automated physician, more or less. He can treat broken bones, cuts, punctures, scrapes. Sometimes I bestow its use upon someone I favor. Makes for a powerful gift in a culture that forbids painkillers and is largely ignorant of medical science.
So let me get this straight. You're like almost against technology in some ways. Maybe not, but kind of. You get this little autodoc thing, and nobody else gets it. Kind of garbage. I don't know. He says sometimes he bestows it, like, oh, I gotta... I don't know. It seems wrong. Well, Mr. Caesar, I had some questions for you, you psychopath.
What did you want to know?
He seems happy right now. I can't call him a psycho. Holy crap, we have tons of questions for you. Okay. I have questions. Okay. Why is Caesar's Legion so strange?
I used Imperial Rome as the model for my Legion precisely because it was so foreign, so alien. I'd seen what had become of the NCR's attempts to emulate the culture of pre-war America. The infighting, the corruption. Rome was a highly militarized autocracy that effectively integrated the foreign cultures it conquered. It dedicated its citizens to something higher than themselves, to the idea of Rome itself. In Rome, I found a template for a society equal to the challenges of the post-apocalyptic world, a society that could and would survive, a society that could prevent mankind from fracturing and destroying itself in this new world by establishing a new Pax Romana.
What does Pax Romana mean?
It means a nationalist, imperialist, totalitarian, homogenous culture that obliterates the identity of every group it conquers. Long-term stability at all cost. The individual has no value beyond his utility to the state, whether as an instrument of war or production.
Okay, so Caesar, if you could, if I could be so bold, I don't know if you know, you went to Rome or whatever and you saw the history or whatever, and I don't know, you're back here, so I can assume that Rome's kind of garbage. Garbage enough for you to come here, back to the United States after the war. A little odd. But if you learned anything, you would have realized that there's no Rome anymore. The Roman Empire's done. So what makes you think that yours will last? Okay, so you'll destroy the NCR because you hate its inefficiencies?
No. I'll destroy it because it's inevitable that it be destroyed. It's Hegelian dialectics, not personal animosity.
Okay. Hegelian dialectics. What are those?
How do I put this basically enough?
Yeah.
It's a philosophical theory. The kind you might encounter if you took time to read some books.
Thanks.
The fundamental premise is to envision history as a sequence of dialectical conflicts. Each dialectic begins with a proposition, a thesis, which inherently contains or creates its opposite, an antithesis. Thesis and antithesis. The conflict is inevitable, but the resolution of the conflict yields something new, a synthesis, eliminating the flaws in each, leaving behind common elements and ideas.
So, I mean, he seems to be a very intelligent person, but I don't, he seems to want to help people, but the way that he goes about it is just, it seems so horrible. Alright, so what's dialectic about you and the NCR?
The bombs wiped the slate clean. Human civilization descended to a level of ignorance that effectively set our cultural progress back to zero.
Agreed.
The NCR has all the problems of the ancient Roman Republic. Extreme bureaucracy, corruption, extensive senatorial infighting. Just as with the ancient Republic, it is natural that a military force should conquer and transform the NCR into a military dictatorship. Thesis and antithesis. The Colorado River is my Rubicon. The NCR Council will be eradicated, but the new synthesis will change the Legion as well, from a basically nomadic army to a standing military force that protects its citizens and the power of its dictator.
I mean, at least you know you're a dictator. That's enough questions.
What else then?
I have more questions. Okay, are your bodyguards special in any way?
My Praetorians embody the martial ideals of my Legion. Each one of them has done enough conquering and killing to deserve the rank of Centurion. Instead, I invited them to join my guard. So the invitee chooses whichever current guard he thinks is weakest and challenges him. The fight is to the death. It keeps them from getting complacent.
How long has Lucius been the head of your Praetorians?
Lucius has been the head of my guard for 5 years now. He was a subordinate guard for 8 before that. No invitee has dared to challenge him yet. Maybe it's an issue of respect. He is getting on in years.
So are you, so nobody can challenge you?
What else did you want to know?
Tell me about Vulpes Inculta.
Vulpes is the best of my Frumentari, a remarkable individual from an unremarkable tribe south of the Utah. He was brought into the Legion as a boy, survived training, fought well enough as a legionary to be promoted to the rank of Decanus. Then in battle against an unimportant tribe, he broke ranks and led his contubernium through a hole in their defenses to capture its chieftain. Well, his Centurion wanted him crucified for disobedience, so I made him a Frumentari.
Okay, well, first off, I mean, he disobeyed direct orders, even though it worked out for him that time. What if it didn't, you know? And then he was living, you'd have murdered him. So maybe you shouldn't have promoted him, but, you know, be like, hey, good job on that. Let's think about it next time. What did the Frumentari do?
Whatever I require. Infiltration, assassination, dramatic atrocities to break the spirit of the enemy, etc. They're mentally flexible. They operate behind enemy lines for extended periods, imitating the enemy's customs without becoming sullied. And all these things Wolpus is a master.
Wolpus. Do you think that he meant... Do you think the actor read Ketera instead of Cetera? Or do you think that he actually said Ketera?
What else did...
I've heard rumors of your legate Lanius. So what's his story?
Linnaeus is the greatest of my battlefield commanders. Some might call him a great man, but I'm not sure he qualifies. Once, he was the greatest warrior of the Hydebarks, a tribe of the Arizona. Maniacal in battle. Sometimes he'd ambush Legion patrols by himself. When after several months we found and surrounded the Hydebarks camp, their chieftain raised a banner of surrender. The warrior, who was not yet Linnaeus, went insane with rage. He struck down his chieftain and attacked his own tribe.
Well, what happened after that?
He killed 15 before they brought him down. He didn't die, obviously. I had him tended to. He was maimed, most of his face torn off. It was days before he regained consciousness. When he did, I went to his bedside and showed him the helmet I'd had forged to cover his face. I said he could have it if he'd fight for me. He accepted, on condition that he be allowed to kill the surviving males of his tribe. I said, make it the adult males, and you have a deal.
He sounds more like a savage than a general.
Linnaeus is savage. Savagely loyal, too, but only to me. He has no love for my legion. But this has its uses. He has no attachment to his men, no compunction about battlefield losses. All he cares about is destroying the enemy. When another legatus or a centurion fails to achieve results, I send Linnaeus to make things right. His first step is to beat the failed commander to death in front of his assembled troops. Then he orders the ritual of decimatio.
What's that? What's decimatio?
It means decimation. But in ancient Rome, the word had a very specific meaning. A punishment for cowardice. The legionaries are lined up in ranks. Every 10th man steps forward and is beaten to death by his brothers. It instills a certain robust obedience.
Lanius will lead the assault on Hoover Dam, I'm assuming?
Yes. This time my legionaries will be more frightened of the commander behind them than the enemy before them. There will be no failure this time, no retreat, no years of gathering slaves and resources for another assault. With Linnaeus to drive the legion forward, the dam will be taken. It will be our bridgehead across the Colorado.
Why did the Legion lose the first battle?
It's not going to happen again. That's all I have to say about it.
Oh, okay. Well, I have heard the commander of the first battle called the Burn Man.
And I've heard it's a bad idea to tempt the wrath of Caesar. Change the subject.
Fine.
What else did you want to know?
Well, what do you think of the NCR?
Do you want my opinion as a former citizen or future conqueror? Actually, my opinion's the same either way. As a young man, I was taught to venerate President Tandy of Shady Sands, the founding mother of the new California Republic. Did you know her presidency lasted 52 years? And that her father, Aradesh, was the Republic's first president? Does that sound like a democracy to you? Or a hereditary dictatorship?
I will give you that. It does sound like a hereditary dictatorship. You know, alright. President Tandy was voted into office each time?
Because the council didn't dare oppose her. She was too popular. She had the people's love. So things ran smoothly, more or less. And as soon as she was gone, as soon as there really could be democracy, what happened then? Ever since losing its queen, the NCR has been weaker, more diffuse. Democracy has been its weakness, not its strength.
How is the NCR weak?
Greed runs rampant. The government is corrupt, accepting bribes from Brahmin barons and landowners to the detriment of citizens. The NCR is a loose conglomerate of individuals looking out for themselves. It's lost virtue. No one cares about the collective, the greater good. It's not built to last. I'm just hastening the inevitable.
Surely the NCR is a powerful foe.
Of course. The most powerful my legion has faced. Also the first to which I am ideologically opposed. Until now, every tribe I've conquered has been so backwards and stunted, enslavement has been a gift bestowed upon them. My conquest of the Mojave will be a glorious triumph, marking the transition of the Legion from a basically nomadic tribe to a genuine empire. Just as my namesake campaigned in Gaul before he crossed the Rubicon, so have I campaigned and will cross the Colorado. What else did you want to know?
The rest, really. What do you know about Mr. House?
I know he's a coward, hiding behind an army of robots ensconced in that tower of his like a wizard in one of those Grognak comic books. Some say he's a man, others a machine. I don't care. He's in the way. What else did you want to know?
What role will regional powers play in the conflict?
I've analyzed the region's tribe to determine how they might be useful. I may tell you more at a later time, if it suits me.
I would assume that's his plans on what to do with the tribes when that kind of thing happens.
What else did you want to know?
How did you rise to power?
Ironically, I was born a profligate myself, a citizen of the NCR. My family lived not far from the Great Boneyard. After raiders killed my father, my mother sought the followers' protection. I was 2 years old. She found work at their library, cooking and cleaning. I learned how to read, and soon I was taking courses, free of charge.
You were a follower of the apocalypse?
Oh yes, raised in that tradition. And the teaching stuck. I was taught it was my responsibility to bring the torch of knowledge to the wastes. I may have taken the torch part more literally than they intended.
What changed you from a follower to dictator? I like how we are openly telling him that he's a dictator and he's fine with it. Do people that are dictators know that they're dictators? Is that a thing?
When I was 20, the followers sent me east to Grand Canyon. It was my first expedition. Just me and a physician named Calhoun. As an anthropologist and linguist, my assignment was to learn the dialects of the Grand Canyon tribes. What a fucking waste of time.
Why would learning dialects be a waste of time?
If you think it's worthwhile to make smart people learn how to talk like backward savages, you're a follower of the apocalypse, or an idiot. Anyway, we met up with a Mormon missionary who already knew a bunch of dialects, Joshua Graham. He was supposed to teach me, but before that went too far, the Blackfoot tribe captured us to hold us for ransom. They were a backward bunch, but the real problem was they didn't know how to fight.
What was wrong with the Blackfoot?
The Blackfoot were at war with 7 other tribes, each just as pissant as they were. But outnumbered like that, they weren't going to last long. It's one thing to be taken hostage, another to be lashed to a sinking ship. So over Calhoun's objections, I decided to take certain steps.
And what were those steps?
I taught them how to use the guns they already had, how to strip and clean them, how to breathe when pulling a trigger, how to reload ammunition. They looked at me like I was some kind of a sorcerer. So I taught them how to make explosives and started drilling them on small unit tactics. If there's anything I learned as a follower of the apocalypse, it's that there's a lot of good information in old books.
What happened after you trained the Blackfoot?
Divide et impera, divide and conquer. I led the Blackfoot against the Ridgers, their weakest enemy. When they refused to surrender, I ordered every man, woman, and child killed. When next we surrounded the Kaibabs, and they likewise refused. I took one of their envoys to the Ridgers village and showed him the corpse piles. This was new for the tribes, you see. They played at war, raiding each other, a little rape and pillage here, a little ransoming there. I showed them total warfare. Like I said, there's a lot you can learn from old books.
And what happened to all these tribes?
Kaibobs joined me, and the Fredonians after that. All the pissant tribes with names that should be forgotten. I knew from the start I'd need to eradicate this plague of tribal identities, replacing them with a monolithic culture, a uniform identity. So that's what I did once my confederation of tribes was large enough. I crowned myself Caesar and created a single great tribe, my legion. I sent Calhoun, the follower captured with me back west, with a message that I should not be interfered with. Joshua Graham, the Mormon interpreter, stayed with me and served as my first legatus.
The one that we're not supposed to say his name? So he's the burned man, Joshua Graham. And since forming the Legion, all you've done is conquer other tribes?
That's right. Decades of warfare, absorbing lesser tribes, gathering power, forging the dross into a vast, razor-sharp scythe. My Legion's expansion has never ceased. Much of the Utah and Colorado and all of Arizona and New Mexico are mine. We have cities of our own, but nothing compared to Vegas. Finally, my Legion will have its Rome.
Well, let's see if we have any more for him.
What else did you want to know? What else did you want to know?
And that's it. That's it for questions.
What else then?
Yeah, I guess I'll eliminate Mr. House for you. I don't know if this is set in stone once I say it, but...
Good. Don't know what kind of security he has inside the Lucky 38, but if you can find a way of catching him off guard, do so.
Was there more for us to discuss?
I don't think so. Oh, okay.
Wale.
Can I go into your room again? What's this? Anything back here I want? Okay, we're gonna go back here and talk to this guy.
Yes. Do you have something to report?
No. No.
What?
This is a Mark III autodoc primarily used for routine surgeries. However, the diagnostic scanning unit is burnt out, rendering this autodoc useless. He doesn't even use it. He said that he... Okay, whatever. He just... grants the favor of somebody, blah, 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 whatever. What up?
Our way, true to Kaiser.
Yes, yes, hail. Heil Kaiser. Is this that guy again?
Move along.
He hates me.
I know your kind. You die easily.
Gosh, I hate all of these guys. They're so terrible. Can you get rid of my radiation or something?
Yes?
Tell me about the burned man.
A vengeful spirit. Some of the more superstitious women claim. He was a great leader of the Legion before he failed Caesar. The story says he was set on fire and thrown into the Grand Canyon, but his angry spirit rose from the ashes of his corpse, looking for revenge. Nonsense, probably, but there's no doubt that many in the Legion believe he's still alive somehow.
Okay, bye. Yeah, so 200 years, that's maybe 2.5 full generations, right? Call it 80 years. 80, 160, give or take. We're gonna say that medical care has gone down, but yeah, I guess we'll say people live until even 50, right? And if it's 50, that's 4 generations of people. You know, they've devolved so badly into tribes and stuff. even from the 50s? Like, I don't know if I believe that.
Have you seen that tower on the strip all lit up? You can see it for miles.
Yes, yeah, you can. Is it gonna let me out this time? Move. Is this... How do you get out?
Slaves aren't much of a challenge in the
The
arena.
guy's gone. He was supposed to be waiting for me. Is it this guy?
Hold your tongue, waster.
Can I fast travel out of here? I don't want to go to Boulder City. I want to go down here, I suppose. Yeah, I guess. I can't believe that guy didn't wait for me. You received your confiscated equipment on your way to the fort. I can't believe that guy didn't wait for me. Alright, anyways, we're all done for today, so... yeah, please do... I hope you enjoyed. Please do like, comment, subscribe, do all those things that YouTube wants you to do. And we will see you next time. Bye for now.